Hello, hello. We are officially live.
Hello.
Welcome, Cynthia.
Hi there. How are you?
Welcome, Mike.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm good, thank you. And welcome, Arthur.
Hey, Chris. Good to be here.
Uh, all right, this is our testing system on audio system as well as preview about Cynthia. She will be on tonight at 8:02. So we're going to have our co-host will be helping us interacting with Cynthia, asking all the questions. So let's go ahead and say hi to each other, introduce each other before we go to talk about preview. Let's start with Arthur. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Arthur.
We've been working on a platform for 5 years to compete with Facebook for entrepreneurs. So it was built primarily. You can still share cat videos on there if you like to, but the idea was made so that we merged a marketing platform, kind of like Amazon, in with a social media, because almost everybody that's got a product or service to sell wants to grow their platform on a social media platform. So we gave them both the same thing. And some of the early people coming in were musicians. So we kind of took not a 90-degree turn, but we went after one of our most popular entrepreneurs that were coming in were musicians. So we actually built our own music streaming platform to help the musicians get what they were looking for, other than just a platform to sell their music. They wanted to be heard. So no matter what you do, you have to get heard somewhere. So we built a music platform kind of like Spotify. So we're able to put them right alongside the best people in their genres.
And Arthur is another exciting and a wonderful human being. Will be joining our podcast to talk about his company in detail as well. He will be an honorary guest as well in the next couple episodes. And Mike, why don't you just say hello to Cynthia and tell about yourself to Cynthia a little bit.
Hey, Cynthia, how are you doing this afternoon?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you virtually. So my name is Mike, and I specialize in providing staffing throughout the U.S. for big corporations, medium-sized businesses. We have a pretty successful recruiting model. Helping provide the big names out there, some of the best IT talent and engineering talent throughout the U.S. What separates, my organization from many others out there would be a blended model, both, onshore, offshore, and nearshore recruiting staff. And we have a 24/7 recruiting model. And we're able to find, the unicorns, the high-end, developers throughout the U.S. and globally. And, we pride ourselves on, being one of the fastest growing companies, for the staffing industry.
Awesome.
Wow. Yeah, this the the reason that we're having the TMM Pro, the Mindful Matter, is to bring people like you guys together to connect, to really share your story and talk about everything that would be helpful to our audience out there. So, we're going to go ahead and start our live while Cynthia's going to go ahead and talk about herself a little bit. And then she's going to go ahead and tell us what's coming, what she's going to talk about, 6 different topics she's going to talk about. But before we do, let me just go ahead and practice my introduction as well. This is how it's going to go. When the podcast is going to start, it's going to start with, it's time, 8:02. Here we go live. Every Friday at 8:02 Eastern Standard Time, the Mindful Matter podcast. Follow us, join, and watch us, where you can learn how and why to be the following: successful, healthier, create generational wealth, plant money trees, and above all, how and why it is important to be happier with people around you. Now, go ahead, Cynthia. Go ahead, tell you a little bit about yourself and why they should tune in to talk about you, how you're going to break it down from, agenda 1, topic 1 to 5, 6, 7, or whatever you want to share with us. And we're going to go ahead and cover that during the podcast.
Okay, I am Cynthia Corsetti, and I own Cynthia Corsetti Coaching. And I've been an executive and C-suite coach for 15 years. Gosh, it's going fast. So yeah, I'm excited to talk to you tonight about different things, and So, like, what can I tell you about myself? Other than I've been doing this for 15 years, I focus mostly on the C-suite executives personally, but I have a team that we coach downline managers. We do the same quality of executive coaching downline for managers, directors, and VPs as we do for CEOs. And so it's pretty awesome.
Yes, and I know Cynthia for many, many years, and I was always impressed with the networks you have, with all the executives you help. You know, it's almost like she's helping other people to build wealth. So helping people and people actually building their wealth. So I think I really love, she's just an extraordinary personality as a human being. And, you know, that's why we connected in such a positive energy, and we've been friends for many years. And you know, she's local too. She's here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, believe it or not. So that's a little bit about Cynthia. And then what else are you going to talk about?
Tonight we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the vision that I have for my business, and about how we got started, and how my team is 100% virtual, everywhere from Pittsburgh to San Francisco. So yeah, we'll be talking about that. We're going to share some strategies on how I built this business. There are a bazillion coaches out there, and a lot of them fail really quickly. But I've been very, very fortunate to, from my first year out, to really do well. A lot of that was connections, but it's just kept growing. We've had our challenges, obstacles. We've changed directions, pivoted. We've done what we needed to do, but it's all paid off. So
wonderful.
And I'm going to talk a little bit about being healthier mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I have a kid who's an acupuncturist, so I'm all into that too.
Well, we have Molly, who she does the healthiness by tapping into her mental, you know, fitness by just tapping in. So, you know, that was really fun talking about that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also want to share tonight some of my methodology on how to build generational wealth and how to plant your own money trees, whether that's being an entrepreneur or, you know, just at your job and progressing and making more and building more for yourself.
Right. Right. And not just for yourself currently, but how do you help your kids and you know, teach them and prepare them to build this generation for years and years and years, generation to come, right?
Yeah, help them get out of their school debt first so they can think about wealth.
We all can relate.
And above all, we want to talk tonight about why it's so important to be happier with people around you, and how you can have a strong inner circle, build relationships. We do a lot of work with groups and peer coaching and so on, and it is just so powerful.
Yeah, I can witness that. Networking with you and knowing you, that's what inspired me to do so many things.
Oh, that's nice.
And every time I need some help.
How many fundraisers too?
I know, that was fun. My boys is all grown up now. My boy was just a little boy, and now I keep asking you, when are we doing another one?
I know, I should.
You should do like every single year. That was so fun.
Yeah.
My boys still remember it. It's like that. When you're gonna do that again? Now that we're gonna come in a man now rather than a little boy.
Right. They're always a little boy.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude this, Mike, you want to add something?
So, yes, Chris. So you at 8:00, you want me to we'll be back on as the co-host?
Yes, you'll be back on, and I believe we may have total of 6 of us on this time, so the screen a little bit smaller.
Okay, good.
On the photo wide, but the whoever's available. But like I said, ideally, if I like to have 2 co-hosts, just to give a honorable guest to, you know, the excitement and the interaction. There's never a dead end, and it's always a good time because, you know, this show is special. You know, we'll learn from each other. Not only that, the co-host is basically an honorable guest as well, so to give them some, you know, gain them experience, you know, you know, personal experience and just learn to prepare themselves when they become an honorable guest, you know. So now it's like, oh, I'm an expert at this. I know what Chris is doing. I know what we're going to talk about. So we almost share the same topic and agenda, but just different people with different story, different agenda, different strategy, different methodology. So everybody is, you know, talking about the same thing, but from different angles, from different background. So just to show the world that you there's 360 different ways to reach the destination, right? So we all have that amazing journey. You know, like I said, like we said, journey. Success is a journey, not a instant. You know, success is a journey. How you travel to that destiny of what make you happy.
Exactly.
So, how about you, Arthur? Do you want to add something before we, you know, to finish our conversation? You want to add anything? Could you hear me?
I think he's.
I muted.
Okay.
I muted you.
I think Chris put Arthur to sleep now.
No, I actually
I have a tendency to do it to you, Mike.
I muted it, but no, I'm good. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and thanks for watching us. Please tune in to watch the lesson and learn about Cynthia. She will give you amazing advice, amazing strategy, methodology, how to be successful, healthier, richer in all aspects of your life. So tune in. It's 8:02. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Arthur. We'll see you at 8:02 tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Chris, do I need to be here any earlier than 8:02?
I probably, just wanted to tap in, make sure you feel comfortable. More important, I want you to feel relaxed, comfortable,